Welcome to SATV Talk Show Promezi Bangladesh, sponsored by Crown Cement and being anchored by me, Sinha M. Sayeed. Today our guests are, on my right, Professor Farhad Hossain. He is a political analyst and member Awami League Election Subcommittee. On my left is Mr. Polash Chowdhury. He is a young entrepreneur and basically an industrialist and a political analyst. Well, today we will have discussion on so many things, especially on present political standoff between Awami League and BNP, geopolitics and economic aspect of Bangladesh. Well, let us start from Mr. Professor Farhad. What is your understanding about the latest standoff between opposition and the ruling party?
Thank you, Sinha bhai, that you have invited me very cordially in your show. I am very much grateful to you. That is a great honor for me. Present stand between the two major political parties, the ruling party and the main opposition, the big opposition, BNP, is very clear to the nation, you know. Still today, there is no situation of making any compromise between the two parties regarding the election, the impending election. That is very important. And the situation is going on with precision, with mild demonstration, etc., etc. And right now I am not in a position to exactly to make any sort of anticipation or any prediction right now what will be the situation in the coming days. But the thing is that I am very much hopeful, always optimistic about the decision of the people of the country. And since I am a man who witnessed the freedom fighting, the movement of 1969, you know, the crisis and the crucial moment the Bengali nation faced during the time. And that is why I am optimistic to the decision of the people of our country, that the people will find a certain kind of solution. And I think that the two major political parties will sit together according to the situations, and they will be able to exactly bring about a particular solution to the conflicting situation going on right now.
Do you find any possibility to…
I am optimistic.
You are optimistic. Well, Mr. Polash Chowdhury, what Professor Farhad said, you heard it. What is your explanation?
Thank you very much. And I am very grateful to you today invite to me your show and our Mr. Farhad Hossain and the co-speech partner. Also, I am grateful. Thanks to him. Yes, I think right now Bangladesh situation is slowly in the odd situation in political and economical, socially. So, because our national election, you know, our very soon earlier coming next year or end of year, maybe December or January, the upcoming election. So, our main opposition party in BNP is resist their demand, and government also resist his own policy under by election by constitution. The newly the constitution is, you know, the amendment already. So I think this is the main focus. Today our situation, only one word I want to say, that all focus in the worldwide and our others friend countries, especially USA and European, and all our domestic our people. They are always very much concerned about the election, and they are thinking how can survive. Actually, I am grateful. Mr. Farhad says he is the always hopeful man. I am also, I think, I am also hopeful. But I want to see in long time this situation is, I am seeing my own position, own eyes is the dark. It's not right now, no showing the sign up. So we want to see maybe we want maybe another 1 or 2 months, maybe we can see any clear everything. And so I think if we can survive our right now in the bargaining, just decision policy making for the upcoming election. So if is the solution is the amicably in the both party, it's and more than better our future as a nation. If is not done, maybe it really it is very upset for whole nation.
Well, thank you very much for your candid explanation. Mr. Farhad, what Mr. Polash Chowdhury foresee that there is a possibility of more and more conflict in future? Do you find the government party in power, especially the Prime Minister, should be more amicable, should be more flexible to cope up with the situation?
I'd like to clarify one thing. What is the flexibility, particularly relating to this matter going on or the situation prevailing right now? So far my knowledge goes, and so far I am concerned, the government is not prepared to bring about any particular change in the constitution, exactly to endorse a government or caretaker government or neutral government to conduct the election. And I am almost sure about it. And so I am not in a position to make any sort of a prediction as may be compared to the prediction of my friend Polash Bhai. It's very important. But the thing is that the situation, as I have already told, yes, we have exactly come across so many situations. We have the history of 15th August 1975, we have the history of 2004, 21st August, grenade attack, and so many national problems the people of Bangladesh had faced, yes. And it is a crisis right now. I think that I believe fervently that the government and the opposition, yes, are capable enough exactly to cope with the situation. Yes, if there is an amicable settlement might be for the sake of the national integrity, for the sake of the national interest, I'll be happy.
Farhad Hossain, what he understands very clearly from the standpoint of Awami League, of course, because he belongs to a political party and you are still having a non-political standing and very much neutral in your speech, in your thoughts. And how do you analyze this?
I think Mr. Farhad Hossain explained the position of his own parties. So, if you want to know the opposition main party in BNP, just the announcement, their peaceful the road march, just is the it is government feel the pressure or not. I think you want to know like that. So I think every time, everything, history is not coming in the same way. So I believe is Bangladesh, next Bangladesh, our next Bangladesh must be change the like climate change, like political situation in change in the not in violence. In the peacefully, I want to see the dream. It's changed the actually peacefully, just political any change. So if Mr. Farhad Hossain rightly says it not too much worried in government. And it's really true because it's one kind of authoritarian government. So authoritarian government always he want to say in the the violence, not violence free protest. They want to always and they try to push the opposition go to the violence. So it is the one kind of trap and one kind of political game. It's like that. So if authoritarian governments and most likely Bangladesh, unfortunately, Mr. Farhad Hossain, he says, is the very glorious party in the Bangladesh Awami League. It's true, I agree with him. But it is very true right now in Awami League is he is not hold their own own picture. They cannot hold. So it is they will go to their previous ideology in the the Bakshal. So they to the undeclared right now our Bangladesh in study or go to this the one kind of Bakshal, but not announcement, not declared. But is my personal opinion.
You mean you are saying Suryo Bakshal?
Yes,
Bakshal in Marx.
Yes, but it's my personal opinion. But it is not the official thing.
Yeah.
But I think it's our honorable Prime Minister, all her parties, they keep in mind set in the Bakshal. But they are not, unfortunately, it is very upset and the very dynamic politics, I think. They don't declare the Bakshal right now in Bakshal. We go back in the Bakshal. They don't say like that. But
well,
we also...
Well, I understand. Mr. Farhad,
Yes.
he says Amal is trying to have Bakshal very soon so that it stays in comeback.
Yes. Before
And do you agree?
Before answering this, I would like to make a certain kind of comment on his speech. Yes, the government does not feel any pressure. Awami League is a long experienced political party. Awami League knows how to tackle any pressure. So I think that mentally and psychologically the present government is not under any kind of pressure. And Bakshal is a temporary management of governance. Because after the liberation, we don't have economy, we don't have foreign relations, we don't have foreign aid, we don't have infrastructural development. In order to ensure the quick economic development, Bangabandhu adopted this kind of temporary management of administration, and he had a mind exactly to discard it very shortly after achieving the economic goal. So Awami League is not the totalitarian government, authoritative government. It is a wrong explanation, and it was exactly it was popularized by a certain kind of yellow journalism and yellow propaganda during the time. Okay, sir.
Thank you very much.
Well, I want to just I agree with him because I stand my position because our Milik is right now in the he lost party in the glorious history. Is my analysis. So right now our Milik in the not only is my opinion in the most of the people like say that our Milik is the right now in the very authoritarian government, and he rightly thought that our Milik leaders, all leaders say like that they are not under in pressure, but I think and I believe in the behind the scene our Milik feel the too much pressure.
Well, thank you very much. We will go for a short break. Viewers, we are going for a short break. Please keep watching. We are back again and having talks with Mr. Farhad Hossain and Mr. Polash Chowdhury. Mr. Polash Chowdhury,
Yeah.
you know one of the talk of the town is at the very moment is Mr. Hiru Alom.
Yeah.
Why Hiru Alom is rising so high? What is your expression?
Because, well, I think not only talk of the town, not of the talk of the country, he's the talk of internationally. Hero Alam is the very much popular right now. Topic,
He's
popular topic.
Hero in the global arena.
Because this topic, yes, I think we make especially I blame to the our ruling party in the government. They make the hero alarm. It's my short answer because yeah.
But we know very well that we have seen in the newspaper, even in the social media, that the incidents took place during the election day.
Last election.
It was not an act of ruling party, even not the instigation for the ruling party. It is going to be proved. And do you think the real picture will come out finally?
You rightly find out this is going to the not settled. So you already it is going to the proof. So we are very sure it's because government situation right now is the very bad. That's why our people, Bangladesh people, I think don't trust the government or government, any agencies, anything. It is very difficult to prove because if right the attack the others people, but government or any government agencies like police or detective branch, they prove. I agree, maybe right, but at a time I want to say our people not believe it. People because of one of things, all of the sectors, government lost his credibility, his accountability, and lost the reliableness.
Then how can you connect Hero Alam with the government?
With the government because Hero Alam before this election this month very recently 17 last 17. Before that, Hero Alam going to the election in the Bogura. So at that time he claimed, and people also believe him. He claimed he already win, but government or government some instrument they manipulate the elections. Either as he is the win this election. Already he claimed again and again.
And do you think that he won the election?
He win. Yes, I believe.
You think so?
I think so. I agree 100%. Bogura he is a win. If he is election this attacking or he is the assault some people. I have not mentioned in the government ruling party supported the assault to him. I agree, but somebody assault to Hero Alam is true. So if the voting the analysis we carefully or we observe or analyze, it's a Hero Alam is the second position in this election. It's not a matter of joke. This last time I can remember.
The marginal difference.
No, yes, I can remember. Last time you want to talk show, Mr. Sinha, you say like that 6,000 vote for Hero Alam. You like you want to do this one the 6 lakhs. This is your comments. So I want to say what do you think? As an anchor, I know your position right now is the neutral. So it's the very significant just the voting 6,000 is not a matter of joke. In this the circumstance, in this the situation, in this the under control all the things, all the agencies. Or not only that, as he's the Mr. Awami League candidate, Mr. Arafat Rahman. He is the very heavyweight party. Like this, I think Hero Alam is nothing. Last time so many people try to say like that, but Hero Alam proved he is do something And not only that, I really mentioned in the Jatiyo Party, in the second party in the Bangladesh, and right now in the our parliament in the opposition party, official opposition party, they're going to the third or fourth maybe position.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Farhad Hossain. Mr. Polash Chowdhury claimed the Hero Alam is the creation of Awami League, and he could have crossed the barrier of election. And do you think he is the creation of Awami League or creation of the circumstances?
I'd like to differ. Definitely. Hero Alam is the creation of media. Hero Alam is the creation of the emotion of the people of Bangladesh. Naturally, the Bengali people are emotional. Yes, emotion exactly acts positively in some time and sometime negatively. So, I don't like to, Hero Alam has been created by the manipulation of the politicians. Hero Alam has been created exactly by the infusion of the politicians. And those politicians who like to create Hero Alam, they don't have the sense of responsibility exactly to the nation building. Hero Alam is a representative of a marginalized community, you know. And this boy, definitely he is a visionary. He tries to develop his lot, he tries to promote his lot in different ways, because he had to face so many limitations of his life, problems, obstacles, impediments, interventions. Okay? This is very clear. And this boy has been used by some political leaders, especially by media. And media should have some responsibility. And I think that this boy exactly is in a position who will face problems and obstacles in the coming days, no doubt at all. He might have built up his career as a businessman, you know. And I don't like to mention that academic career is so important, particularly to bring about a positive change in business, trade and commerce. Hero Alam could have done well in business, but this very boy is roughly used and manipulated by some political leaders. They are not friends to him at all.
Well, then what are the reasons for international world to go and shout for him?
Because very easy, you know, international community always try to stand with the human violation any people. We can remember right now in the the Malala is the one the girl. Nobody don't know her. The before one incident in Pakistan. So one night she became a very emerging. So our election procedure right now, when finish or done the election last 17 this month, at that time at the same time as an observer of European Union in their one team in observing the election is here. That's why I think they are unofficially they throw that there some opinion our voting systems and one candidates how not safe, one candidate not safe and no cannot I explain, just he is not safe safe zone in his voting center. So it is how our next upcoming election, how we can hope our 1,000 more than 1,500 candidates in average, how election commission or our law and forces protect our candidates.
Do you foresee there will be some negative impact on our election commission, especially because the case of Hero Alam is being discussed everywhere, even from the White House, even from the United Nations, European Union, everybody speaks very high of Hero Alam. As you say, it is a symbol of something, symbol of democracy, symbol of human rights, symbol of voting rights. And they have taken it not as Hiru Alam. Hiru Alam is a symbol.
Symbol, right.
So do you think there may be some sorts of immediate impact on the Election Commission?
Yes, anytime.
Anytime.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Farhad, he says anytime.
I'm not agree. I don't agree, because election will be held with its due course, and nothing will be exactly something from Hiru Alam to make an effect particularly on the normal course of conducting election by the present government. The government is quite determined and committed to conduct the election under this election commission. And I think that the United States of America should have some sense of responsibility of giving any sort of restriction on constitutional institutions of any country. Every country has got exactly the right to have, every country has got the right to uphold the sovereignty, the spirit of independence. So I think that the United States should have a responsible attitude towards any country, any government of the world, to impose anything. I think that the United States nowadays are acting in a very irresponsible way in so many cases. Why? Why Bangladesh has become so important to the United States of America? It is due to the emergence of China. China is emerging economically and militarily very strongly, and it has become the headache of the United States of America. The Indo-Pacific scheme, imposition of many things in Bangladesh, and taking some measures exactly to curb the government policy is nothing. But exactly this place has become important for the United States of America to create an impediment on the way of the emergence of China, particularly economically and militarily. China has already become the superpower and contesting United States of America. And it is China one day will discard the position of the United States of America to control her influence in South Asia and Far East also.
In that case, do you think the Burma Act, you know very well the Burma
Yes.
Act? Do you think there will be...
Yes, I'd like to, I have clarified my knowledge about Burma Act from you. Sir, I'm grateful to you.
Well, tell me something about whether Burma Act shall have any impact on
Burmese
Bangladesh.
military regime, you know what is the characteristic of Burmese military or Myanmar military regime better than me. America or any other superpower of the world can curb the position and the power of the military regime of Burma. Burma does not care. Myanmar does not care for this. You know, I'd like to enlarge my speech here by your special permission, by your gracious permission. Sudan faced the sanction. Nigeria faced the sanction. 3 or 4 months ago, I happened to meet a Nigerian citizen in Gulshan. And in course of talking, I was talking to him. I was talking about the sanction imposed by the United States of America on his country. This Nigerian citizen clearly speaks like this. Who cares?
Thank you very much for your such a strong and bold statement from the standpoint of you having been attached to the Awami League. And thank you. Well, we'll go for a short break and come to you again. Viewers, we are going for a short break. Please keep watching. We are back again. We are having talks with Mr. Farhad Hossain and Polash Chowdhury. Mr. Polash Chowdhury, Mr. Farhad Hossain is very high of China and very much optimistic about the initiatives taken by the government. At the same time, he foresee a very affluent Bangladesh. What's your understanding?
Well, thank you again, Mr. Farhad Hossain, but I am not agree, sorry to say, because China, he tried to say China is the regime or China emerging in the try to stop this bloc, Southeast bloc, by the that's why too much aggressive our U.S. State Department. I think it's not right now. It may be true, but right now problem is our 95% people boys, and America, United Nation, America, US, their boys, and our European Union, our United Nation, all the organizations, international human rights organization, all boys in the same. Boys is right now one. We want free, fair, credible election. So, okay, that's nice. Mr. Farhad Hossain's parties, they always try, yes, we want to, same thing. Same thing means we want free, fair and credible election. So why you are concerned? Why you aggressive to the your foreign minister attack to the U.S. embassy or the other European Union or the United Nations High Commissioner? Why he's aggressive and in the shouting, in the undiplomatic language used? Why? I don't understand. It's my question. So, it's if Mr. Farhad Hossain's parties want the free, fair, credible election, United States, they want free, fair, credible election. Our people, 95% people want free, fair, credible election. So, all three pockets is the same. So, but one party in the very much aggressive, rigid. So, this is the question. That's why if the United States wants to stop the China regime, this bloc, but right now in the under table, this is not focus. So all focus in our national interest. That's why our Bangladesh people support to the position of United States and others country.
How can you analyze the over-dependence on the foreign powers, development partners by the opposition? Opposition feels everything is going to be done by the big powers or the Western powers. But what the role they are playing in Bangladesh is very much non-violent, definitely. And this non-violent movement, which others says, or as a student of political science and law, I understand. If you say people's upsurge, which happened in 1990, which happened in 1996, which happened in 2007, how can the opposition political parties can reach at the goal at the same time beating the drum of violence? Violence in the means of political violence, not the violence of destruction.
Maybe last few minutes ago I explained like this, the same question, because right now we're facing our climate sense. So everything is changed, everything is the new dimension upcoming. So I think I mentioned before just a few minutes you questioned me in the opposition party thinking the others development partner the set up the power in the opposition party BNP you mentioned. I absolutely I honor to you, but I disagree. It's not true, because BNP is the independent on the public in the wants. So BNP always believe the voting systems. So BNP always fight to the free, fair and credible election. So it's everybody. If we present to the free, fair, credible election, and if again Awami League become in power, it's no problem. Not for the nation, not for us, nothing. Everything is okay. But I believe Awami League party is they don't agree to the Mr. Farhad Hossain rightly says in the clearly he mentioned his party's position. They are not agree to any amendment or any amicable settlement regarding the matter of the by election interim government. So that's why their mind set is all one point. Their mind set is.
I got your message, and thank you very much, Mr. Farhad Hossain. What Mr.
Sir.
Polash Chowdhury believed and how he viewed the whole things from his standpoint. What is your reactions?
I'd like to take a reference from your speech. A political party is going to depend on the foreign power. I think that they are living in the fool's paradise. I must say it. The determinant of power is the opinion of the people. It is very important. I think that BNP should have some. BNP is a big political party, definitely. They have got the activists from the grassroots level to the peak level, you know. And they should have the endeavor exactly to organize their people. They should have the mandate of the people. That is very important, because people is the final or ultimate stage of supporting the power. You cannot achieve the power by without the support of the people. That is very important. The thing is that American policy, I'd like to, if you give me a certain kind of privilege, I'd like to take you back to the history. You know, when President Reagan was the President of the United States of America, he invited Taliban leaders in Washington DC White House, and Taliban leaders exactly sat together with the President of the United States of America. And President Reagan had given a narrative, pointing his finger to the Taliban leaders. They are the patriots of Afghanistan. They are the nation builders. They are the real patriots of the nation. And now what is the stand of the United States of America towards Taliban? Al-Qaeda is created by them. Taliban was created by them. What is the standpoint of the United States of America towards Taliban and Al-Qaeda? So it is very important. No political party of a country should depend on foreign power. Foreign power cannot make exactly a political party stronger to achieve power. The main repository of power is the people of the country, the people of the republic.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll at the final stage, and thank you, Mr. Polash Chowdhury, and thank you, Mr. Farhad Hossain. Well, we are having talks with two very important persons, and they are very much versatile. At the same time, know more than me and others about Bangladesh, and they talked about so many things. And I raised the question to them, and they replied in a very lucid manner with logic, emotion, at the same time their own feelings and realizations. And the main point is that both of them believe Bangladesh as a country is going forward day by day, and time is very near when we can stand on our footing. At the same time, the foreign powers now playing in Bangladesh, it is just the creation of the circumstances, and these circumstances will not continue for long. It is our mistakes. Because of our mistakes, foreign powers are coming, and because of our mistakes, we are not in a position to settle ourselves. That is the main message from them, and I believe so. And thank you very much, viewers, for watching this. Thank you very much.